All right, we're out here at Sue Lawrence's house. We did her mother's house a little while ago, actually a long while ago, Nancy Troyer. She lived just a couple houses down, and the house down there, Nancy, still looks beautiful. So we're looking to do the same thing here on Sue's house. And what we have now is basically just a real cheap masonite, very typical of all the homes in the neighborhood. But we're going to give a nice facelift here and put some Hardie on. We're going to an 8 1/4 inch Cedar Mill Select board, doing that all the way around basically. So really going to be a nice improvement. Really get rid of the maintenance factor that they have currently and the constant upkeep that they're going to have to start here pretty quick. So this is our first side here. Basically, we're going to be doing a fascia overlay. We're keeping the drip edge. We're keeping the drip edge as is. There's a fairly new roof on here, so we don't want to disrupt that. But we will be doing a fascia overlay on both gable ends and the gable in the back. There is no soffit. We have very little bit of soffit, and it's in very good condition. So we're just going to caulk and seal that with 50-year rated caulking, elastomeric caulking, and then we're going to paint that. Everywhere else we're doing the fascia overlay with a 5/16 inch fascia. So you can see here, all this is, we'll do a full tear off. The masonite is in a lot of places, you can see really bad right in here, is actually warped and it's just been soaking up water. So we're going to do a full tear off, install the 7/16 inch OSB directly to the studs. We're going to then do all our Tyvek, all our flashing, all our seam tape, and make sure we have a good tight foundation there, base layer, substrate, before we go ahead and put on our Hardie system. So here on the chimney, you can tell the chimney's been painted and repaired and patched quite a few times. We're going to take all this off, inspect all the framing behind there, and then go ahead and install our Hardie. All corner trim will be Hardie plank. All capping up there will be Hardie plank. And as compared to what you see now, see we have these big voids right there. And that's just places for bugs, for water, all kinds of stuff you don't want getting inside your wall cavity. So we're going to do what's called a butt-to application, and we're going to actually do something a little bit different. We're going to put on all the trim first, and then we're going to run our planks right up to that. So it requires a much different level of installer. Quality of installation is greatly improved. And you need special guys to be able to do that, which we have. So we're going to do that and make sure that this looks nice and neat, so we can get rid of all these big ugly voids that we see now. You can see it's just, there's multiple places where this is just rotten. We're not doing anything on this. They got a nice little porch they're doing back here in kind of a cedar. So we're not doing anything there. We will stop right at the corner here where the existing fascia of the house is. Windows don't have any aprons or anything like that, so we're good on that. We're going to remove and dispose of all gutters. There's not that many linear feet of gutter, but where we do have gutter, we're going to take that off and do our fascia overlay and continue on there. This little window box, this will all become Hardie plank. So all that corner trim, that facing, the little skirting below, everything is going to be the Hardie plank material. Flanking the door here, we will retrim the front door in Hardie plank. And then flanking each side of the door, you do have some siding. That is going to be the same Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4. Porch ceiling, we're just going to paint. It's in very good condition. We'll just do a little caulking, minor caulking on here, and then paint and seal it. Now we do have this combination belly band here all the way around the house. It's basically just an 8 1/4 inch piece of siding, 5/16 inch, with a 1x4 on top, and that's what we're going to go back with, except we're going to do that in Hardie. So we will tear this stuff off. We will install a 5/16 inch, 8 1/4 inch board, and then go on top of that with a Hardie 1x4, and we'll duplicate the same look we have now, but again, just continue on with the maintenance-free factor that we're going to be providing everywhere else. And you can see it pretty much extends all the way around the front. Currently here we have two gables, kind of a board and batten situation. We're going to just remove that and go with a horizontal 8 1/4 Cedar Mill Select. Fascia overlay on all the existing white fascia that we see now. We are going to close in this gable vent and get rid of that. So we'll be getting all closing up that gable vent, making it all flush siding. This little capping above the garage door, same way. That is all going to become Hardie plank, including the 1x4. That's really, that 1x4 serves as a freeze board. So that freeze is now going to become a 1x4 Hardie. We are doing a garage wrap in Hardie plank siding. You can see the early stages of some pretty good rot going on right in here. We will do a full garage door wrap and reseal it. Right now we got gobs of caulk on here, and it just really looks like it was kind of quickly done. We'll clean that up and really make it look nice. They do not want the garage door painted, so we are not painting garage door. Coming over here to the right side, same thing. We got about 8 feet of gutter. So that'll all go away. Do our fascia overlay behind that. This siding all comes off. You can see we got, again, some major rot going on right here. All that's going to go away. And we'll do our Tyvek, our OSB, our Tyvek, and then our Hardie system. Here you can see some more of the banding with the 8 1/4 and the 1x4. Same thing up front there. It's only about 8 feet. But that will all become Hardie plank. These gutters will go away. And we're going to go back into the back here. We do have another gable here. Again, just fascia, no soffit. So this gable here will all become Hardie plank. You got probably some woodpeckers or something that's made a little home there. So that'll all be fixed up and problem solved with the Hardie, because they can't get through that fiber cement board. And then basically this is the last little area here. Again, these gutters will come down and we will dispose of them. We do have some rot up in this corner, which obviously is not a huge deal, because once we do our system, especially with that banding, that's all going to go away. Coming back up under here into the porch area, we do have some more of the banding and some soffit. This is just going to be painted the new color. We're not going to go to the extent of doing Hardie under here. So this will all just be painted to match the siding color. And then that's about it. The other areas where we started, and here's back to our chimney. So that's our scope of work. Sue, we look forward to working for you and doing a great job for you. And thanks so much.